thanks to our major partner, Dale Alcock Homes. Quality designs built for all the days you call it home by Dale Alcock Homes. VC Mitchell Park is the venue this afternoon for a crucial clash. We say it every week, but the 4 points, very, very important. Donnybrook take on South Bunbury. South Bunbury have dropped to fourth on the ladder, and Donnybrook, will they get a chance to move on up well and truly into finals contention? This is the Tyre Power pre-game show. Thanks to Tyre Power's winter safety sale is on now. Buy selected Toyo tyres and get the fourth one free. Visit your local store today. I'm Alan Crane, and with me today is none other than a very excited Darren McDonald. Welcome, Darren.
Good afternoon, Cranian. Coming in here today into VC Mitchell Park, it is standing room only. The crowd is massive, and there's a real tension in the atmosphere as these two sides are about to take part in this crucial clash. It's about 17 degrees at the moment. Sun is shining, but there is a fair bit of cloud coming across. I've got the backup coat and the beanie ready to go, Craney, because it could get a bit colder later on, but I reckon it's going to be hot in the kitchen today.
Well, you're excited. You've already jumped the gun because we're going to do a conditions report thanks to Garage Doors Southwest. And you're pretty well driving out here. There was a real heavy bank of cloud, wasn't there? Yeah. But the sun, the ground is bathed in sunshine now, Macca, and there's perfect conditions for footy.
It is. The ground itself, there's a few patches, few sand patches and a bit of wear in the middle of the ground, but it won't affect the footy too much.
That was a conditions report thanks to Garage Doors Southwest, your B&D Garage Door dealer. And a big shout out to Richie and all the crew at the Hollow Beach Bar. They had the big screen happening out there last week, Macca, when they were watching HBL and South, and they were very comfortable on a wet day. So nice little venue that, as you well and truly know now.
I've had my one visit out there after our foray into the AFL world, and I can't wait to get back for my second.
But it takes you 6 months to get over
I'm still getting over it. Still getting over it.
A couple of other games played yesterday, Macca. Collie Eagles and AMR went head-to-head. Many tipsters went to Collie Eagles at home, but the AMR boys, they've decided, and Jared O'Brien, who's behind our camera, pointing heavily to himself.
Yeah, the Collie hometown hero went against his own team.
He did it that. AMR 9-14-68 defeated the Collie Eagles 7-10-52. In a game where Collie Eagles had control for a lot of it, Mac, but AMR never give in. They've had a pretty good season, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been a little bit up and down. They're hard to pick, but the thing about AMR, you'd back them in against in Margaret River, but they've dropped a couple there. But then they've beat HBL at home, and now they've beat Collie at home. So you always have to bring your best with them because you don't know what they're going to bring.
And in the other game, pretty much went to plan, a rampaging, if you like, HBL, coming off a big win against South Bunbury last week. Yeah. Well, they went to work on Eton, and 22-21-52 to 3 goals, 2-20, pushed their percentage up enough to jump into third spot. Yeah. And they're looking pretty good at the moment, the Lions.
Craney, led by their ruckman Fletcher all year, and they look like they've gone to another level since they played Bunbury, and they got beaten quite comprehensively by Bunbury. But then there was a Country Week Carnival, and a few of their key players took part in that, and we know what the Country Week Carnival can do. You come back a better player, and blokes like Ty Anderson and stuff, he ran amok at that carnival over the few days, and it looks like they're starting to really storm their way into top 3 contention.
Another game going on this afternoon. We'll keep you up to date as that goes along. Can you make a case for the Harvey Bulls against top-of-the-table Busselton? I know Jared O'Brien's gone for Harvey Bulls.
I could make a case, but whether the Bulls could get out of the case, I don't know.
Or it might be Bull.
Yeah, no, sorry. I think the Harvey Bulls will not offer any opposition at all.
Yeah, it's a tough season for the Bulls, isn't it? Off-field, they're doing fantastic well. Got the brand-new change rooms and... Well, but on field, they've got their difficulties. How does Busselton go about it, Mac? They're sitting on top of the table. They haven't lost a game. Mentally, do they go into this game with a ferocious attitude, or they go in with we're going to win the game and go back?
No, I just don't think you can go into any game with a relaxed approach because bad habits creep into your game. When I was coaching Alan, I always used to say, and even during a game, if you got out in front, I said, we need to continue to do the things that we will need to do in finals, because if we start Lairising, if we relax, if we start playing Hollywood footy, those bad habits do not stand up in finals, so you've got to go with your finals game plan every week.
As you said, there's a magnificent atmosphere here. The President's Lunch has just concluded. Everyone's starting to mingle out to the area. Yeah. But there is a big crowd full of excitement to what should be an absolute beauty.
Yeah, there's supporters from both clubs here. Even as I drove down the main street in Donnybrook, there was South Bunbury regalia walking across the road left, right and centre. So, it's on, and it's an important game, and it's getting close to the end of the year. So this 4 points, because of where these two sides are on the ladder, is important.
And, of course, Julian Burgess, the coach of South, has taken the Donnybrook Football Club to a long-awaited premiership too, so he's got a fantastic history here. Yeah. But he won't be having too many emotions down there, getting his South boys ready to bounce back, if you like, after HBL.
Yeah, yesterday was yesterday. Today is the present, and we leave yesterday where it is. He'll be focused on trying to get his side into a position.
Gee, can you run me through that again, Mac? That was pretty wise. Yesterday was yesterday, today?
Tomorrow's a mystery, and today is the present.
I'm just looking at him behind the camera. He's still scratching his head.
That's why it's a gift. Today is the present.
Right.
No, he'll be...
Can I note that down for our show on Friday?
He'll be absolutely focused on getting 4 points today for South Bunbury so that they can give themselves a chance at this three-peat.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back to continue the build-up. Donnybrook v South Bunbury.
In there.
Here we go.
Around the ground.
Essian Spirit and Darren McDonald.
Up they go. It's one down by Giblet. Shark by Perkisic. He snaps it on the right boot inside 50. Leggett can't take the mark. A valiant attempt being paid a free kick for front on contact.
Well, within his kicking distance too, Cody Leggett started forward.
Geez, Perkisic meant business, didn't he? Straight underneath that ruck knot from Giblet and straight onto that right boot.
It's a perfect way to start, isn't it? Those breaks are going to be crucial. Something South Bunbury struggled with last week.
In comes Cody Leggett, gets to the line, sends it on its way, starts it right, it stays right, so they get the first score. It's only one behind. So normally, Perkisic can use a bit of fancy footwork, Craney, but in that instance, I'm just getting the ball out of here.
Get it down there as quick as you can to put the South Bunbury defence under a bit of pressure.
Galloway to bring the ball back in straight down the corridor, and a big mark there by Coates from Donnybrook, and it's going to go straight back inside 50. Looks like a good pass on the lead, floating back. Versace with the fist. Galloway takes it takes the crumb. He's wrapped up, and there's going to be ball up in the left forward pocket for Donnybrook.
I tell you what, the Dons are up and about too, Mac.
Oh, are they? What? Grabbing the football. Up they go. Horsman wins the knock against Leggett. And there's another Bunbury mower service tackle right there being applied by Kevin Chitty.
We've got to keep an eye on them too. Charlie's not here today, Mac.
Oh, yeah, gee. We might have to get him to phone in. Watch this. Charlie, watch the stream. Ball's out of play now, so there's going to be a throw in that left forward pocket for the Dons. The other thing today, Craney, when you get your opportunities, you've got to make it because the other team will come. If you have a lot of play in your forward line, you don't capitalise, it'll come back and bite at some stage. Ball comes back into play. Both ruckmen missed it. Overrun by Kendall. Sawyer's working hard on the coalface. Ball is just bobbling around. There's a snap out of the pack into full forward. Dale's getting manhandled by it. It's bounced through. Oh, that's a contender already. Craney for our WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day.
Gee, I tell you what, that come from absolute nowhere, didn't it?
Trying to work out who kicked it, Alan.
We're just watching the replay now so we can give...
Is it Perkisic? No. It's a snap right there. I still can't make it out. Was it Perkisic?
Not quite sure who it was, but we're outstanding, and they're probably going to get a chance for our, as you said, our goal of the day.
We need to work out who it was. We might have to find out from some of the supporters.
But a terrific start by Donnybrook. They've had all the play first up, and they've just been relentless pushing the ball forward.
And there's not much breeze to speak of, Craney.
No, it's that centre break that South want to be a little bit concerned about.
Up they go. One down on this occasion by Wright. Ball's in dispute. High tackle going Donnybrook's way, and Bolton kicks the ball to half forward and Leggett on the lead. He had Galloway for company, but he's taken the mark. Short pass into the pocket on the lead. Beautiful work. Coming out to meet it is Carey.
There's an old saying, isn't there? Centimetre perfect. Oh. That was exactly right. Well, that was champagne football by the Dons. First by Bolton and then by Leggett. Well, and now we end up with Carey having a shot for goal.
Well, we spoke about cohesion, Craney, and so far in this first 5 minutes, that's what it has been. And Cody Leggett's been involved in everything. Carey, 45-degree angle, and he's going to shoot from about 30 metres. Right side for a left footer. In he comes, off the right boot. He's put it through, and Donnybrook have got 2 on the board. 2-1-13, leading at South Bunbury. Yet to score on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
Yeah, look, we're looking for a Western All Pass Services best defender, and it'll be someone from South at the moment, Matt, because South have not taken it inside their forward 50. In fact, it hasn't gone past the centre square in the front of South, and Donnybrook, absolutely superb. Well, nice finish by Christian Carey.
They've got some weapons up there now, haven't they, with Carey and Leggett, and Triggle's not there. Oh, Matty Rogers has thrown his weight around at centre half forward there. He's giving it to Jack Wright. Up they go in the middle of the ground. Jay Wright wins it again. Sharked again by Perkisic and pushed forward. Ball hits and pitches. Takes a right angle. Matty Rogers gets after it. Oh, head ripped off.
No, he's going to get a kick. You just spoke of Matty Rogers. Big inclusion into the Donnybrook side, isn't he?
Wearing the number 19. He's named as 21 in the book, but he's wearing the number 19. And if you see, Craney, what I spoke about before the game, he's very thick set. He's a bundle of muscle.
Yeah, we watched him at play for HBL earlier on in the season. He, as I said, kicked 5, could have kicked 10.
Almost dead in front. He's going to kick from 40. It's a pitching wedge for him. Off his left boot. Straight through the eye, little, and Donnybrook are off to a flyer. 3-1-19. South Bunbury yet to score on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
Well, not only are South Bunbury yet to score, they're yet to touch the footy with any real purpose at the moment. It is all Donnybrook. They are just streaming out of the centre circle, and their forwards are having a bit of a birthday, which makes it pretty hard on the South Bunbury defence, doesn't it, when the ball's coming down with that rate.
Jack Wright's winning the knock, but they're right on top of the middle of the ground. Perkisic has got 2 quality clearances out of there so far, and they need to address this.
I think Siska's gone as a tag on Perker.
Yeah, well, they need to address this straight away. Up they go. One down by Giblet. Perkisic again. He's percolating at the moment. He's just knocked off Siska's helmet almost, and Siska gets the kick and the clearance in the middle of the ground. He just goes straight inside 50 and going back and taking a good mark is Mitch Kings. He goes straight up to the wing where a teammate is all on his own. He takes off. I think it's McCosker. He goes, he's dealt with harshly after he...
No, I think the kick's going back to South.
Yeah, it is. Must have been a little bit of how do you do after...
Thanks to SKG for your support this afternoon.
Perkisic trying to shake the tag. Just did it in the umpire's view. So Siska, another kick, short pass.
They need to settle the ship a bit, the Tigers.
The Viking, they'll want something out of him, maybe push him through the middle. He gives it to Wright. Wright goes inside 50. Oh, very good work by Blaine Johnson, using his body, taking a juggled mark, and he'll go back dead in front and have a shot from about 40 metres.
Yeah, it might be a CPO outdoor centre chance for our mark of the day too. That one by Dodgers held by Johnson, held his ground nicely and kept his eyes on the footy. So, crucial one for South early in this game.
Deliberate approach, goes from 40, stabs at it, and it goes straight over the umpire's hat. That's a badly needed goal for South Bunbury as they attempt to gain some ground back on Donnybrook's flying start. 3-1-19 to 1 goal straight 6 on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
He did it well though, didn't he, Johnson? Had a couple of Donnybrook defenders and just worked his way, kept his eye on the footy, Macca. When it went up, he kept his eye and got it on the second grab and a beautiful finish. And you're right, they just need to settle the ship a bit because Donnybrook have got off to an absolute flyer.
But the ball isn't staying in one spot for very long, is it, Craney? There's hardly any stoppage except for that little time in the Donnybrook corner, but it's just moving on at all costs.
Made that little mistake out on the outside where the ball got turned over, pretty vital.
Up they go. One down by Giblet. Trying to get over the football is Bolton. Ridden into the dirt. Umpire's going to ball it up again. A bit of feeling, Craney.
Yeah, we thought this would be on.
Siska's in there. Perkasic not liking the attention. He's already given away one free. Want to be careful. Ball goes up. Siska goes down again. Murray head over the football. Still working feverishly in there, both sides. Chitty on the deck. Comes out to Perkasic. Mongrels the ball forward to centre half forward. Here's ball's been picked up there and then spilt by Skoda. Now it's at centre half forward for Donnybrook. Ball goes inside deeper. Setting out after it and working hard. It's Battaglia. Hard up against the boundary line. Carey tackled. Gets a handball away to Kendall. Kendall drops it off to Leggett. Leggett's got a teammate on the outside. Big snapshot. Across the face. That was vital from Dale there.
Gee, I like the way they went about it. They just kept working. They had numbers everywhere, did the Dons.
So Dale looks like he's starting up forward again today for Donnybrook. We know what sort of job he can do across half-back.
You said she's a packed forward line. It's definitely that.
Galloway brings the ball back into play. Straight down the eye, diddle. Ball skips out the back, chaos style for South Bunbury. Fraser for Donnybrook arrives, but it's all South Bunbury. Chitty's got the ball outside. Tries to give it to Waldrett. Not the best handle. Waldrett does well. Now he's given the ball off to a teammate in Fazioli, who chisels it inside 50. Lane can't take the mark. They fight for it on the deck. Ball spills loose. Still play goes on. Another good tackle by Lane. His pressure's been outstanding in the forward line. We know he can take a good grab and kick a goal, but you love seeing your forwards tackle.
Oh, mate, how's our tackling for Bunbury Mobber Service? We're looking for a rising star thanks to Skill Hire.
Giblet takes it out of the ruck. Chitty tried to strip him of it. Now it's with Murray. Just tumbles it forward. No one home for South Bunbury, and it's one behind. So they creep a little closer. 1-1-7. Now, trailing Donnybrook 3-2, 20, 13
Living up to expectations early on, Mac.
Yeah. Southwest Isuzu scoreboard's been working overtime in the first 10 minutes, Craney.
Peak performance for Solar Heart Southwest.
Ball to come back into play.
Oh, that's not a good one.
That's Kings, and that's out on the full, and this will be a cheap turnover for South Bunbury. Johnson's going to take it.
Not often you see that from Mitch Kings. He's a very polished footballer.
And it's right on the junction. The mark is right on the junction of 50 in the boundary line, so this will take Blaine Johnson's best.
Welcome back to League Footy, William Pedley.
He runs around, puts it to the teeth of goal. They set themselves. No one can take a mark. It's all Donnybrook on the deck. Quick kick out of defence. Rogers in a one-on-one. Brings the ball to ground. Setting off after it is Wright, and that is Jack Wright, and it's over the boundary line to be a throw-in inside Donnybrook's 50.
That was a good battle there by Jack Wright up against Rogers.
Absolutely.
William Pedley into the ruck for his first game of league footy for quite some time.
It'll be interesting to see how he goes against Giblet. Already trying to get body position. Ball comes back into play. Giblet. Pedley slips over. Donnybrook emerge with the ball. Dale on his left foot. Goes down the corridor. They go over the back, and running back with the flight is Versace. Rocco Versace takes a mark. He goes out to the far side. It's intercepted by Rogers. Quick handball on for the drive-by over to Bolton. Bolton looking for a teammate and Howlett. Now it's spilt. It's Scott. He gets a handball over to Siska, who's in the centre circle. Running past Bodie Nordell. Gives it off to Waldrett. Waldrett fumbles at a crucial moment. Ball still trickles forward for South Bunbury. Here comes back to Bodie Nordell. He's brought to ground by Cody Leggett. And the umpire's going to ball it up right at the top of South Bunbury. Oh! Leggett getting vicious in there. There's a Donnybrook in Donnybrook, and they're having a red-hot go. Free kick now. Crane's going to take that after that by Cody Leggett. Crane goes to the teeth of goal. Lane in good best position. No one can take the mark. Kiggins emerges with the footy. Brings it out to the far side, and Ralston takes a relieving mark. Ralston goes across the ground on his left foot.
That's a
it's
good
all
kick.
Donnybrook in the middle of the ground. If it sits for Fraser, he's right. gives a handball on, and away they go. It's Bolton. Bolton's got options, and it's Howlett at the top of it. Howlett goes straight across, and he finds Fraser, who's run on, runs into an open goal from 40 metres and misses. It's exciting,
it's
Craney.
End to end, Mac. It's absolutely brilliant.
They've laid down the challenge to South Bunbury. They've just said, catch us if you can. We're taking the ball forward, and we're taking it through the corridor any way we can.
They're running hard to create options too. They're creating space. You make a mistake in this game and you're in all sorts of trouble.
Now it's with Ben Maguire, who we haven't seen. South Bunbury comes across. Ball's taken on the chest by Skoda. Maguire running around for the handball option. Skoda brings it down this member side. Siska asked a bit of him. Free kick for in the back. And Siska playing the best game I've seen for him for some time so far.
He's added a bit of a bite. He's got a role. He's got a job.
Yep. Kings pushed him in the back. He goes back across the ground to find Galloway, who is the architect today. Left foot chip straight into the middle of the ground, finds Benny Horsman.
Both our Go West Tours coaches are working very hard.
It's Jack Wright, rather. He finds Waldrett. We need him to get going. Very skillful player. Got a great left foot. Kicked 5 goals in his 100th game in the grand final last year and won best on. Here's Howlett, makes a contest, the former Essendon footballer, gets it across to Leggett. Leggett brings it out wide to Lucy. Lucy puts a pass into Carey in the pocket, and he marks it on the chest. Carey's asking for 50 metres, but the umpire's having none of that.
I know we're only, we've still got 10 minutes left in the first quarter on the Hollow Beach Bar clock, but this is the best I've seen Donnybrook combine.
Exceptionally tight angle. It's the right side for a left footer, and he'll be kicking it from about 45 metres. And we'll be right behind him here, Craney in the commentary position. Christian Bozo Carey about to start his approach. In he comes. Walks through 50 now, gets into his run, gets to 45, fires it off the right boot across the face of goal, one behind. So they're starting to waste a few opportunities. The score 3-4-22 to South Bunbury 1-1-7.
You're right there, Mac. They've had a lot of the footy, the Dons, but gee, they're moving the ball with absolute speed and precision.
Yep. Southwest Isuzu scoreboard giving us those updates. Galloway down the middle again. Oh, dropped by Ethan Nordell. The Viking will need to go back for a second crack at it. He does, but the umpire's already blown his whistle. So not sure what's happening there. Probably going to be a stoppage, I'd say. It's centre half forward for the Dons.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there for your support.
There's a big crowd here, Craney, but they're not vocal yet.
And we're looking for a best on ground thanks to Bunbury and Bustleton World.
One down by Lucy, taken by Bolton. It's gang tackled by Pedley and I think Siska. You got 2 blokes with helmets going hard at you. Up they get. Siska looks up for the fight today. One down by Lucy again. Picked up by Siska. He's wrapped up, goes to ground.
Well, he's had a bit of bite and grunt around the place since he come on, Siska.
Yeah. The tackling keeps going like this, Craney. Bunbury Mower Service is going to need to sharpen their blades at half time. Up they go. One down by Lucy again. Taken by Maguire as Lucy tried to storm through and bust him open. Umpire's going to have no choice but to ball it up again at centre half back. Both sides really eager to win that pill.
Great day for footy here at VC Mitchell Park.
Cloud just starting to come back over. One down by Pedley. Picked up by Howlett. Probably got one a little high. Umpire says, I'm going to have it. It's like rugby at the moment, Craney. They're moving forward in inches.
I love it. There's a fair bit of passion out there too. Jared O'Brien predicted this on the way out here.
Up they go. One down by Lucy. Dale can't pick it up. Lucy does. Pedley doesn't got a kick away, but waiting there was Hussey and took a good one-on-one defensive mark. Goes in, finds Kendall loose at centre half forward. Kendall looks up. What's he got? His options are plenty. They're leading everywhere, but he doesn't know which to take. He goes wide to Leggett, his coach, and Leggett takes a good mark.
Not a bad option either.
Under pressure from Horsman, and he can do this from here. He'll have to kick it from 55.
Gee, we're right behind this one, Mac.
8 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock, Craney. This will be a big goal if he can get it. He's looking inboard, but now he sets himself. From 55 he goes. Once again, he started it right. He's not going to register a score, so another little bit of a let-off there.
I'm surprised you haven't picked up our interchange sponsor yet, Macca. Who is it, Mac?
I'm having enough trouble keeping track of the footy at the moment.
It's Buckingham the Butchers.
Buckingham the Butchers, bucking big interchange. The ball comes off the pack here at half forward for the Dons, right half forward, and they're going to ball it up. I'm glad Blair's throwing that in for the interchange. Lucy takes it out of the ruck, can't get the kick away. Ball picked up by Ethan Nordell. He runs across the line, but he's been given holding the ball by veteran Howlett. And that was a good tackle for Bunbury. Mower serves Craney. It's going that quick, Craney. Can't even open the lollies.
No, you're a bit of a worry.
I'm like a cat on a hot tin roof. I only had a mouthful of Coke on the way here too. That's Coca-Cola. Howlett into the pocket looking for Rogers. Goes over his head. They fly. Ball hits some pitches and goes over the line. There'll be a ball in right forward pocket for the Dons.
Gee, the Dons have the majority of the footy in this quarter, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
Game played in their half.
They have.
As Benny Hallett comes off on the Buckingham the Butchers interchange bench.
That was a bucking good change. Ball comes back into play. Ball's one down by Giblet. Shark by Scott. Now it comes out to Maguire. Crane on the lead takes the marks. They're still inside D50. Sawyer.
That's a better run.
They try to launch. Gives it to Murray. He's got no one to give it to. Crane provides an option. He's got to go. He's had to beat a couple. Now the Donnybrook faithful are getting up and about. They didn't agree with that decision on Sawyer. Sawyer handballs to the Viking. Ethan Nordell sells a bit of candy, then comes wide to the members' wing. He's got Jay right out there who takes the mark. He stab passes it.
Maguire's starting to get a bit of the footy.
Ben Maguire, yes, starting to run in some good positions. Just sneaks a kick to Waldrett, who's good enough to take that on. That was good footy.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to carry, but it kept on going.
So
One of your tees, Mac.
So Waldrett, a long way out. Left foot inside 50, out on the lead. Beautiful pass. And that part was taken out in front, arms are chopped, and that was to Bodie Nordell. So Bodie Nordell, this is within his capabilities. He's another one they might run through the middle today, Craney.
Doesn't appear to be a lot of breeze out there, does there?
And they desperately need this with 5 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock. In he comes, off his right boot, favours the right foot. It's a good looking drop punt. And Bodie Nordell puts his contender in for the WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day. And South Bunbury moved closer, 2-1-13 to Donnybrook 3-4-22 on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard.
Message to all players around every league. Don't worry about the kick around the corners, Mac. That's the way you do it. Go back with a drop punt. That was as straight as you ever get. And South Bunbury, well, they're just hanging in here a little bit, aren't they? But doing enough. Yep. That was a terrific kick by all concerned coming up this broadcast side wing.
So, Craney, only It's only 9 points in it now. But Donnybrook have been inaccurate in front of goal. And that's what's kept South in it. Up they go. One down by Lucy. Ball bobbles around. Ethan Nordell scoops it up. His kick smothered. Coming through and working extremely hard was Fazioli. No side can get it clear, so...
I tell you what, there's a bit going on inside the packs too.
They're going to throw it up just this side of the centre circle. Up they go. One down there by Wright. Taken there beautifully by McDonald. Comes out to Maguire, though, who's been busy the last few minutes. Gets it to Ethan Nordell. He runs his full measure and then drives it inside 50. It clears the pack. Getting out after it's McCosker. Sees it over the line, and there'll be, I think, a boundary throw-in. Well, no, it's a point.
Gee, that carried, didn't it, that ball? I'm just wondering about there
might be a little breeze to the city end, you reckon?
Because it just went over. Their players didn't read that well at all.
So, bringing the ball back into play as Mitch Kins is going to go to the outer side. In fact, he's elected to go more the corridor. Chipping in and taking good mark on his chest is Fazioli. He brings it into the corridor, 50-50, and Bolton takes a great contested mark to create the turnover for Donnybrook. He just floated it up too much. And he gives a handball away to Hussey. Has to go back to Bolton. Bolton's got support and Perkisic. The pressure is immense though. And now McDonald on the outer side on his right boot. Spots up Matty Rogers, who's found some space. Gives a handball off to a teammate in Dale. Picks it up into the pocket. Carey. Oh, manhandled on the second grab and he's won a free kick.
Must have been a kick there. Grabbed him around the neck as he was coming down.
Over the shoulder, Alan. It was there. And the Dons have a chance to get a late one with 2 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock.
Gee, you've got to be very careful going across the middle of the ground when you're floating it up. That resulted in a shot for goal.
Oh. So, Christian Carey, he's already got one. He's on a 45-degree angle, right side for a right footer, and he's going to shoot from about 45 metres. He begins his approach. Skips through the 50-metre mark. Let's go from 45. Umpire does not move, and they get the quick reply. Donnybrook 4-4-28 to South Bunbury 2-2-15 on the Southwest Isuzu scoreboard. I can't sit still, Alan.
It's probably the quickest I've seen Donnybrook move back because move the ball, and that's purely because their ball movement is so good. You know, quick ball movement means quick play, doesn't it?
It does.
Doesn't mean you've got to run the 100 metres in 0.3 of a second. It's the way you move the footy, and Donnybrook they've been dominating those inside 50s.
And when you move that ball quickly, it doesn't allow that South Bunbury defence, which has been so good for so long, for so many years, in setting up behind the play. They haven't been able to do that today. Up they go. Ball's one down by right from South Bunbury. Maguire arrives again. Umpire's found a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Dale. He quickly moves it on. McDonald, who's had a little bit of the ball late, gets it to Kendall, who takes the mark right at the top of 50.
Seconds left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
He goes inside 50, looking for Rogers, holds his ground well. Ball comes to Carey, couldn't take it cleanly. Ball flings out again. Rogers on the left boot. One behind. That would have brought the house
from the crowd, wasn't it?
Would have brought the house down. 20 seconds left on the Hungry Hollow clock in Q1. Taking their time to South Bunbury. They know how to milk a clock now with those new rules. Galloway jogs in, jogs towards the member side and then chips one outside. Oh, big fist from Perkisic. And that will just about be all she wrote.
It is quarter time here at VC Mitchell Park, and what a quarter of footy we just witnessed. Donnybrook 4-5-29, South Bunbury 2-2-14. We'll be back after the break with the second quarter. And it is Donnybrook who got off to a very good start here, 4-5-29. They lead South Bunbury 2-2-14. A very entertaining first quarter of footy. Will go around the grounds thanks to Geograph Civil, who are now hiring. And it's not good news for Harvey down at Harvey. Macca, 16 goals, 8 Bunbury, 104, and Harvey have yet to score, and we haven't reached half-time yet.
Goodness gracious me, Alan.
That is big. But here, well, we've got a game on our hands. The ball seemed to travel a little bit more heading towards that scoreboard end.
Yes,
it'll be interesting to see if that is the case. Now Donnybrook are kicking with it, but that game was played majority in the Donnybrook forward 50, and the use of the ball by Donnybrook is as good as I've seen them for this season. Been waiting for them to turn something on, and they turned it on in that first quarter. And
another point to note, Alan, is that when you're kicking for goal down to the Bridgetown end, which is right of screen or right of your radio dial, Cody Leggett was allowing for it to come back from the right, but it was not coming back at all. So I think today you just got to aim straight through the middle of the big ones. What's caught your attention, Alan?
I think that Crane might have a bit of a leg injury.
Okay.
I can't see him back out there.
Another blow to South Bunbury's chances of getting the 4 points today, because they definitely need his leadership and experience. But you never know, Alan. This could bring opportunity, and some others may race to the top.
Isn't it?
Yep. So in the middle of the ground, we've got Jay Wright going to go head-to-head with Clayton Giblett. Up they go. Giblett wins this one down decisively. Chitty roves the back, ducks the tackle, gets it to Wright. Wright knocks it back to Ethan Nordell. Chitty comes back, gets the ball. Eventually he snaps it out and makes it way over here to the members' wing. Waldrick grabs it. Bolton wraps him up. Umpire says I'm going to ball it up just forward to centre wing, just near the boundary line here in front of the commentary position.
The Siska Perkovic tag. Keep an eye on that one. It's got a bit in it.
Yeah, it has. And Giblet wins it down again. Murray picks it up, left foot, and trying to look for Maguire. Not well executed. Fraser comes from behind and takes the mark. Kings is off to the races. Ball hits and pitches.
And
he gets a
Rogers
handball over the top of Versace. Now moving like Quicksilver is Worsfold. Into full forward. No mark can be taken by Carey. Or they've taken and been brought to ground was Smith. Calling for ball the Donnybrook faithful, but they're just going to ball it up. About 35 metres out in front of Donnybrook goal. Ball comes down. Oh, sharked off the pack magnificently. Ball comes back into traffic. Socket out by Leggett. Now it goes to Bolton. And all on his Pat Malone is the skipper, Jacob Kendall, in the corridor. And he's going to go back and shoot from 30 metres.
That was brilliant by Jai Bolton. And he just weighed up the situation. There was spare men everywhere. Kendall was one of them. Hit him right on the chest. And they are just getting numbers. They're doing what HBL did to South, getting numbers around the ball.
Jacob Kendall, in he comes. Sends it from 30. And that's a start that Donnybrook wanted. They picked up where they left off, 5-5-35. South Bunbury 2-2-14 on the Harvey Norman Bunbury Electrical scoreboard. And now the lead is out to 21 points, 23 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock.
Yeah, it's not only the lead, it's the way that Donnybrook, the method they're using to go about it.
Oh.
They're putting players in good spots. But
as soon as Mitch Kings saw Fraser was going to take that mark, he was at centre, but he bolted. He was on the wing by the time he delivered it. And then Worsfold, didn't he show some toe going inside 50?
A couple of terrible turnovers are creating options, though.
So they're trying to make it a down and dirty game, which they're good at, South Bunbury, make it dour, but the conditions aren't allowing that either, as Giblets won the knock again. Ethan Nordell wins the ball, handballs to Maguire, goes back over the top. What can the Viking do? He has a bounce. He's evaded one. Now he goes on his right boot, inside 50, looking for Johnson. Falls over at the crucial time. No one can pick it up. It's 45 metres out, dead in front of South Bunbury's goal. Lane fights for the football. Now coming in there was Fazioli. They're still going hard at it. Well umpired. Let it go for long enough. And now he's going to ball it up 40 metres out, dead in front. South Bunbury goal. Up they go. One down by Giblet again. Droves his own ball. Still working hard is Bodie Nordell. Coming out and emerging with the football is Della Sale. Can't get boot to ball. It's still in a scrimmage. They're going as... Jeez. They're harder than cats' heads, these two sides. Hey, they're going bang, crash.
We need Charlie for that Bunbury Mower service tackle. There's about 15 in that little patch of play.
Far out. Brussels sprout. Up they go. Giblet wins it again. He's won it down and he's won a free kick, I think. Has he? No. What's the umpire saying?
Not quite sure what's happening.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Now he's pointing which way. It is...
The players are not quite sure.
No.
We're not quite sure.
I'm pretty sure it's a South Bunbury free kick. Must have been an infringement in the ruck contest.
Looks like Jay Wright. No?
Yeah, it is. Wright with the free kick. It is Jay Wright, so it was... No, Siska. Oh, so it's off the ball with that little tagging affair. Perkovic, once again, this is his second penalty for trying to shake that tag. So they're on
confusion there, though.
He'll have to kick this from right on 50. Not much angle to speak on. Gives it off to the Viking. Ethan Nordell. He heads for home.
Oh,
it's up the old team.
That'll get you up and about.
Kick the team lifter here at VC Mitchell Park. They go to 3-2-20, trailing Donnybrook 5-5-35. That's 15 points on the Harvey Norman Bunbury Electrical scoreboard.
Kate Siska, he's come out there and I think Julian Burgess said, be a pest. And he has been a pest, I tell you what, but he's working. That was a nice little handball on. And that's a definite contender for our WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day, Matt.
Oh, and I love seeing him in full flight. He's such a gifted footballer. Can go in the air, on the ground. He's a terrier. He's got real mongrel. And he might be what South Bunbury need. He might emerge as a leader. As Donnybrook get the clearance. It comes out to McDonald on the wing. He tries to cut back inside, but he's tackled. Howlett arrives for support. Goes on his left foot to centre half forward looking for Rogers. Can't take the mark, but creates space there for Bolton. Treads the light fantastic. Keeps inside. McDonald's come up for support. Takes off now. He gets tackled by the Viking. Ball spills free. South Bunbury recover possession for a short while. Here comes Giblet. McDonald's in there again. It's just being overturned left, right and centre. Bolton, handballs to grass. Siska is just brought down by Perkisic and he wins a free kick for being dumped. Rough tackle. Perkisic cannot take a trick after being tagged after the first 5 minutes of this game. Siska brings it up to Chitty. Chitty takes the mark, gets it to Fazioli on a long lead. Coates couldn't quite close the gap. Fazioli goes long down the line. A mongrel kick off the side of the boot. Good mark in there by Hussey. Good reader of the play, this one.
He's a good young player, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's emerging really well. He's one of the rising stars.
Is he
Skill Eye.
Skill Eye rising star, you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. Gets a handball away to May. May gets it on his right boot. Crowell, Viking. The Viking and Leggett just crashed the pack like two warriors
that's a
from
beautiful
yesteryear. Now the ball's out on the wing. Away they go. South Bunbury trying to move it forward. It lands with Maguire. It's chaos football at its best. Ball scooped up by Hussey, who was just over with us a moment ago. Handball out to Fraser. It's a little shoddy and trickles over the line. It'll be a throw in at left half forward.
South are trying to get that run from behind, aren't they? That they were lacking last week. They've been lacking in the first half of this game. They're fluent footballers. There's more stop-start of what they're playing.
They've upped their energy and intensity, Craney, that's for sure. Ball comes back into play. One down by Wright. Coming in is Kings. Gets the handball away after breaking through a tackle. Fraser, who's been really busy today, goes up the wing. This is the best I've seen Donnybrook in some time. Kendall can't take the mark. South recover the football through Skoda. Tries to get it to Delasale. Can't take the mark. Trickles over the line. A little bit further forward, but still left half forward.
One thing it is, it's very entertaining. What have we got? 17 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
Southwest footy at its finest, Craney.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there, Macca.
They allow us to hear your wonderful wise words every week. Ball comes down out of the ruck by Wright. Took it and then over the shoulder wins a free kick. And then he just... Dale had the saddle on him. Handball, Maguire. Into the pocket, Delasale, well done, wheels around, then goes on the outside of the right boot, looking for Lane, but a fantastic mark in defence.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Hussey. Hussey's looming as the WA All-Post Defender of the Year, but with that kick it went to Chitty, and it's gone inside, and is it Bodie or Ethan?
Nice bit of Gen X engineering
teamwork
there.
He's already kicked one ripper today, Bodie Nordell. Yeah, you're right, Craney. Almost peak performance in there as well.
That's for Solar Heart Southwest, Mac.
Yep.
And Go West Tours. Thanks for your support this afternoon.
Bodie Nordell. Can he feed off the energy of his brother Ethan and finish off this work? He started it right and it stayed right, and that's been the order of the day, kicking to the Bridgetown end, Craney.
Yeah, you brought that up a while ago, didn't you? People are allowing for the breeze. It's just not moving the footy. The footy's staying dead straight.
Absolutely, it is.
Thanks to SKG for your support. Get
King,
your scans at SKG.
Mitch Kings will bring the football back into play. He's going to go to the outer side. Geez, the pressure even coming in from Lane on the kick out. They are applying it left, right, centre. Lucy can't take the mark. Ends with Ethan Nordell. Gets it to Fazioli. Good handball off to Horsman. He floats it up to the top of the square. Waiting back, McCosker takes an easy relieving mark in the end. Goes out. Gets it to Lucy. Lucy chips it down the line, finds Rogers on a long lead, a long way from centre half forward. He goes bang on that big left foot cannon and gets Leggett. There could be another cannon coming here. Finds Giblet on the pass. It's the old Perth boys combining together beautifully. Howlett through the middle of the ground, and on the end is another Perth boys, Christian Bozo Carey. Yeah, it's an era of Perth players relived, starting in the pocket.
Where's Logan McDonald on the end of all this?
Oh, well, he's got other commitments. But, yeah, coming out of there, Matty Rogers wheeled around, spotted up Cody Leggett.
Geez, it wasn't a bad kick, was it, from Rogers?
Beautiful. So, Christian Carey He's going for his third. He's dead in front, and he's going to have a shot from about 35. In he comes. No angle at all. Runs through the sand patch. Sends it on its way. The umpire has to work pretty hard, and he's missed. He's been kicking the hard ones, and he misses an easy one, Craney.
Yeah, I nearly had that written down too, Mac.
They've been inaccurate, Alan. They've had a lot of opportunities, keeping South in the game. 14 and a half gone on 14 and a half to go on the Hungry Hollow clock.
We just need a spectacular mark for CPR Outdoor Centre, Mac.
It's 15.
If you can organise one.
15 points in Donnybrook's favour on the Harvey Norman Bunbury electrical scoreboard as they fly at centre half forward for the Dons. Rogers tries a little bit of fancy footwork. In the end, the handball goes backwards to Hoskins, who handballs out.
That's a terrific tackle.
Hussey gets tackled. They're fairly eager now, the South Bunbury side, as Will Pedley fires a handball out wide to Maguire. He's racking up touches left, right and centre, making a case for best on ground.
That's a good mark by Horsman too.
Horsman on the wing, gives a handball off to Murray, who's also been busy, puts it up to full forward, but they're zoning the big long kick in really well. Donnybrook defence, they have set up magnificently, and there is no chance for contested marks in the air or leads.
Riley Delasale, the young man from South Bunbury, he just laid a couple of really strong tackles.
Pedley takes it out of the ruck, tried to get it to Murray, tried to throw a foot at it, couldn't do it. Mitch Kings picks it up off the deck eventually, around the corner on his left boot. It's a kick and hope. They fly. Nordell, that's Ethan, can't mark. He goes back. They're still fighting for it in the pack. This is good football and very, very good umpiring. Letting it go a bit.
Oh, it's a good game of footy all up.
One thing I've been noticing across all types of footy, Craney, is this two-stop start, but they've let it flow today. Up they go. Emerging out of the pack is Howlett. He goes from inside to out. Tumbles it forward, coming out, meeting it Carey, and on the fly by Leggett. He goes with the big sweeping handball wide, looking out there for Battaglia. He fires on goal, and intercept is right. Oh, he's fallen over, and Giblett kicks the goal.
Well, there you go.
Clayton Giblett, and she's on in the square. There's a hullabaloo, Craney. Oh, they're going down left, right, and centre. A Donnybrook in Donnybrook. There's a lot of feeling in this one.
Yeah, big going on down in that square. But the end result, Clayton Giblett has kicked a goal.
He has. He out-bodied right on the line. The ball came. Oh, they're still going at it.
For all intents and purposes, we thought the ball had gone through. It didn't right overrun it, and Giblett just picked it up and kicked the goal.
So, on the Harvey Norman Bunbury electrical scoreboard, Donnybrook 6-6-42 leads South Bunbury 3-3-21. 12 minutes left in this second quarter.
Yeah,
on the Hungry Hollow clock.
And the Buckingham the Butchers interchange
that
bench.
Could be a Buckingham the Butchers bucking big moment right there, Craney.
Yeah, just watching Crane hasn't emerged out of there, so I'd suggest his day might be done.
Up they go. One down by Lucy. Waldrett sharks it. Now it's Howlett who's really started up his intensity. Donnybrook have come to play today, that's for sure. Pergasic, they're trying to shake the tag. They've moved him up forward, out of the middle of the ground. Kendall goes, he's like a rabid dog. Pergasic goes again. He cops a hefty one from Scott. And what's the umpire said? Oh, I think he's just going to ball it up, is he? No, it looks like it's a free kick.
You spoke about Benny Howlett. He was instrumental in that last goal because he just bullocked his way through the pack, and he did the same thing down here. Oh, gee, he's still got a ton of skill, hasn't he?
So Perkasic can kick this. This place is going to erupt, Craney. He's on the tightest of angles. He's going to have to kick it from about 48 metres. Right side for a right footer. In he comes, starting his approach. Perkasic gets just inside 50. Fires it in from 48. It floats across the front of the square. Oh. Big mark, just about in there by Carey. Comes off his hands and then over the line.
Ned Shannon comes off on the Buckingham the Butchers bench for a little bit of a spell.
Oh, Del Shannon.
What if they've got a barbecue on the bench there, Mac?
It'll be warm enough. Ball comes back into play. Leggett takes the ball out of the ruck. Oh, their bodies, Perkasic.
Give it a
took his man
there.
out of the contest and scooped the ball off the deck and a left foot snap around the corner, only a behind.
I tell you what.
Jeez, that was a good bit of play, Craney.
He did it very well.
That was almost a bit of peak performance there, Craney, for our sponsor.
A Solar Heart Southwest you're looking for, Mac.
That's it. Ball to come back into play by Galloway. Has a bounce, goes on the outer side. Players set themselves. Big mark by Lucy. Read it best. Read it like a book. And an uncontested mark in the end.
I'm still going to give it a Seapoo Outdoor Centre chance, Mac, because it was well done.
And he goes long back inside 50 into the pocket. Pack form, big fist from right. No one can take the mark. McKings gets it off the deck. Rogers, that's within his wheelhouse. Puts it up to the top of the square. Goes over the back. Carey's there. Sawyer, really good in defence. Muscled out Carey and then smacked it through.
Gee, South are under pressure, aren't they? Donnybrook have weathered that bit of storm South threw at them and now putting all the pressure back on the South defence.
The ball is living in their 50. What will Galloway do this time? Same thing by the look of it. Big, long kick straight into the centre square. They fly. Nordal can't take the mark, spills it back. If Rogers gets this, gets a handball away, goes to Perkisic, back to Rogers, hard up against the boundary, sends it into goal. Kendall. Wasn't Kendall, it was Battaglia who went for the fly.
It's a free kick to South, though.
And in the back, no mark taken. Scott, off his left boot, into the pocket, finds Waldrett. So they're just going to try and chip their way out of defence now. The long kick hasn't worked.
Yeah, it's not working though, Mac, because Donnybrook have set up beautifully.
They're disciplined today. Comes into Murray. Murray on his right boot. Bit of a mongrel, comes off the instep. So the ball's in dispute once again. It's just in front of the wing for Donnybrook. Howlett has got the ball on the string. Perkisic takes a beautiful one-hander at the top of 50. And that's a real contender for our CPR Outdoor Centre mark of the day.
Cody Leggett's done this pretty well, pushing Perker forward. Siska was starting to annoy him in the midfield, and now they've pushed him forward and he's picked up a fair bit of the footy.
He'd given away 3 free kicks trying to use physicality against Siska, and he's moved forward now. He's having his second shot on goal. So he can kick this. He'll have to kick it from just about 51 metres. In he comes now. Gets to 51. He sends it well on its way. What a drop punt from Perkisic. And the Donnybrook faithful are erupting. They go to 7-8-50 to South Bunbury 3-3-21 on the Harvey Norman Bunbury Electrical scoreboard. 7 minutes to play on the Hungry Hollow clock.
Yeah, it's a good move. Put him forward, becomes dangerous again. No matter where he plays, he's always going to be dangerous. But South could not get that out of the Donnybrook forward line, which is a good sign by Donnybrook. When you're able to lock it in, it's hard enough to get it into your forward zone, but letting it out is another opportunity, and South just could not penetrate.
I'll tell you what, Craney.
Bodie Nordell up onto this wing too to give a bit of drive for the Tigers, or find a bit of drive.
WA Carpet Supermarket would have loved that goal from Perkisic as well. They've got a few contenders today already, and we're not even at half-time.
And that breeze has the temperature started to drop just a tad.
Lucy jumping magnificently in the middle. Howlett can't pick it up this time. A rare fumble from him. Ball spills out to Fazioli. Maguire running, doing his best to lift this side. Goes into the pocket. Standing his ground and making good position was Hussey. Wright recovered the ball well. Maguire lays a tackle, but they find a way again through Kings. Gets to Howlett. He's playing like a man possessed. Oh, one way, then the other, then tackled. Umpire says play on. Nordell, Ethan got the kick away. Horsman can't get there in time, and Donnybrook clear the ball away again. It's out the members' wing. It's Giblet using all his size. Spills out there to Ralston. Ralston left foot bullet finds Matty Rogers. He just chips it into the corridor. Carey! Oh, they are well and truly on fire today at BC Mitchell Park, the Dons.
They're playing some outstanding football. No doubt about that. They haven't got very many passengers, but it's amazing when you start to lift like that. The confidence is starting to run through their side.
Rainey, they do the discipline stuff like soccer at forward, but then they finish it off with real skill when they get it. It's Harvey Norman Bunbury Electrical.
Well, we just said that's what Donnybrook need, doesn't it? To get a game where they get it all together against the top side, and that's what they're doing.
Not much angle to speak of, and he's going to kick it from 49 metres, and he sends it on its way. Was it touched on the line? I don't think it was. Carey's got his third, and the faithful here on the balcony are flying. We're going to have to make sure no one falls off.
Yeah, it is Donnybrook here.
How are they going to arrest this South?
South had a bit of a run at that start of that quarter, but since then Donnybrook have just taken all before them, and they're moving the ball with such precision and confidence that it's started to build already, hasn't it? And they are looking every bit a top side.
Under 5 minutes left on the Hungry Hollow clock. Donnybrook 8:56, South Bunbury 3:21 on the Harvey Norman Bunbury electrical scoreboard, and we're back in the middle of the ground again. Lucy and Lane. Lane wins this one down. Howlett, he's vying for the battery fitting, Craney. I'm telling you,
Bunbury
he's
and
been
Battery
enormous.
World,
Yeah,
he's been huge.
He's been enormous.
I love the fact that he's just gone into the centre and taken this game on.
He's wound the clock right back, Craney. Essendon could do with him now. Up they go. One down by Lane. Perkisic, a big bomb out of the stoppage. There's Giblet, pushing the back. Umpire says play on. Battaglia wins the foot race, picks it up. Oh, he's wrapped up. Boy, he was wrapped up by Chitty. And it just, there is a fair bit in this.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant.
South aren't used to this. Giblet uses all his size and strength. Storming through was Dale. Tackled at the last minute. Kendall, he's got a little bit of space, a bit of a dance step. Back to Dale. He's mobbed. The tackling for Bunbury Mower Service is ferocious, and they're going to ball it up in the left forward pocket for the Dons.
Yeah, they're just under enormous pressure all over the field, aren't they? Absolutely. Julian Burgess, for our Go West Tours coach, he's trying everything. He's swapping the team around.
One
just
down by Giblet.
link.
Picked up the footy, then was stripped of it. Umpire's going to ball it up again. Clayton Giblet's having a reasonable game, Craney, using his size and his strength.
There's not too many Donnybrook players who are having bad ones.
One down. Ball's picked up by Scott. Gets out of it, just hacks it back. And Leggett in a dangerous area takes an uncontested mark. So they're actually rattled now, the first time I've ever seen it in my 5 years, Craney.
No, I seen it last week. They were rattled again last week as we've got a bit of Scotch mist coming across the ground too.
Yep. So this is well within Cody Leggett's capabilities. 45-degree angle, and he'll kick it from 45 and favour his right foot. He sends it on its way. There is no mistake. Umpire does not move, and Cody Leggett gets his first for the day. They go 9-8-62. To South Bunbury, a 3-3-21 on the Harvey Norman Bunbury electrical scoreboard. 4 minutes to play and a bit of rain starting to drop.
Are we starting to see the rise of a Donnybrook side here that are living up to the expectations that we had on them from the start of the season, Mac?
Well, the cohesion is definitely there today, Craney, and they're not relying on one. They're all getting involved.
Yeah, they're involved. I think that was what we're a little bit critical of. Their ability to involve everyone. Well, that's been the case today. They've involved everyone, and everyone has stood up.
They're sending shockwaves through the competition at the moment.
Which is good for the competition, as HBL did last week.
Just under 2 minutes on the Hungry Hollow clock. Lucy smacks another one down. The Viking, Ethan Nordell, tumbles one to the top of 50. McCosker sets off after it. He's got Waldrop for company. Handball out of by the Donnybrook defence, and McDonald tumbles one down the wing on the far side. Going at it hard there was Bolton. McDonald butters up for support. Lucy just taps it out. They're always just trying to get it out to space. Kendall breaks a couple of tackles, gets a handball away to McDonald, and he goes down the wing. Leggett! Such a focal point at the moment on the wing. Moving up and down is that high half forward. Comes in looking for Ralston. He gets it backwards to a teammate in space. That was good work. That's Coates. Coates comes out of the wing with a wobbly one. Ralston's come back over. Picked up, though, by Dale. Oh, turns on a Thripney bit and outdoes Bodie Nordell. You wouldn't see that every day. And a stab pass for the ages. It hits Kendall. Kendall takes the mark. Chips it into space, and a good mark on the chest to Mitchell Kings, who's come up a long way from centre half back.
Gee, they are all over South at the moment. South have got no answers whatsoever.
So Mitch Kings, who's had a million kicks running out of defence today, he's got a shot on goal from 45 on a 45-degree angle on an angle that'll favour a right foot.
Very classy footballer too is Mitch Kings.
Geez, this will put a real cherry on his day. We're going to have to give away a dozen battery fittings for Battery World Bunbury Craney. In they come. Mitchell Kings goes out to his left side, fires it off his left boot, brings it back beautifully, and Donnybrook are storming away in this first half. 7 seconds to go on the clock. 68-21 on the Harvey Norman Bunbury Electrical scoreboard, and South have no answers, Ellen.
That is it for half-time, and you hit the nail on the head. Donnybrook's half, well and truly, they are 10 goals, 8 I think it is, back. The advertisers just come on the scoreboard. 10 goals, 8, 68 Donnybrook to South Bunbury 3-3-21. We'll be back after the break with the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. Your partner, Dale Alcock Homes. Quality designs built for all the days you call it home by Dale Alcock Homes. This is the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat, and at half-time, Donnybrook 10-8-68. They lead South Bunbury 3-3-21. And I tell you what, Mac, there's been all Donnybrook so far, and they just started to grow in confidence. You could see the players around the group just going, well, hang on, we are on, and we are on big time.
Tell you what, Craney, they have been irresistible. They've hardly put a foot wrong. As soon as a teammate gets the footy, they all run to space, forward and coming up, ahead of the ball and then coming up at the ball. They are using it so sharp by hand and foot. And the biggest thing is first option, Alan. No one's trying to do anything fancy. First option, and it's working because South Bunbury cannot set up.
We do a peak performance for solar power, solar battery, solar hot water, solar heart Southwest. Well, that first half of footy, to me, was a peak performance by Donnybrook Football Club because we had questions over whether they could take it with they would demolish bottom sides, whether they could go with the top sides. Well, that answered our question, I think.
Yeah, our biggest question was on their cohesion, but everyone has been combining beautifully today, and I don't know whether it's Matty Rogers coming into that side, giving them another big body with so much football experience and knowledge in there, or whether it's just been time, it's taken this long and they've actually worked on it. I'd say it'd be a bit of both.
I think what's been very noticeable from my point of view is players are playing roles instead of everyone trying to win games of footy. Yeah. They're playing their roles. I'm watching Cody Leggett started at half forward line. He's kept himself out the middle, and he's become a real nuisance. But they've all just started to play their role and develop into their role. Oh. So a very good performance. A lot of work to do for the South Bunbury Tigers. Coach Julian Burgess will be down in the rooms sorting his side out. Look, they won't lie down and roll over, but they've got a lot of work to do just to stem the flow. Absolutely
they have, and they've been smart too, Donnybrook. The Perkisic copped a bit of attention from Siska, gave away 3 free kicks, so Cody Leggett put him up forward to shake the tag. Suddenly he's had 2 shots on goal, and then he's kicked a real ripper from about 55 dead in front.
This is the Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. We'll be back after the break for the second half to see if South Bunbury can work their way back into this game. Giovanetti firewood, 15 kilo bags of Giovanetti firewood for $15. Giovanetti firewood in Picton. Who's hot at half-time? Mac?
Howlett.
He has been brilliant, hasn't he?
The whole Donnybrook side, but Howlett really came in as South Bunbury started to challenge. Howlett lifted and just won a heap of the football, and Cody Leggett's been good for the both quarters as well. And then for South Bunbury, I thought when they needed a lift and Crane went off the ground, Ethan Nordell showed some really good leadership and started to win some really hard ball, and Ben Maguire just running around collecting the ball at will, trying to get his side up.
This is Hollow Beach Bar half-time chat. G'day to Richie and all the crew up at the Hollow Beach Bar. Interchange bets for Buckingham the Butchers in Bunbury Plaza Shopping Centre. Well, you just mentioned Crane. I haven't seen him come back out, so he's might have to go to SKG Radiology, I think, because that's a bit of a loss to South Bunbury when they're down the bout. It's either Crane or Cormac that really stand up, and both those players not out there. So,
and I think he might have been a little bit sore before the game, but because without Cormac and Gorda, he ran the gauntlet. They did need some leadership out there, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and he's normally really good at pushing through these things, but it must be pretty bad if he's had to go off, Alan.
Stops, that's it, right. Player spotlight, new garage stores, Southwest, your B&D garage stores dealer. Garage stores, Southwest. Player spotlight, I think we'll go back to Benny Howlett. He's been sensational. Giblet in the ruck up against Horsman to start our third quarter. Horsman, the big South ruck, Bunbury Ruckman has been on a bit of a holiday. He's been back in the action now for a couple of games. Yeah. He's got a big afternoon ahead of him now.
Hopefully he can pick up the tempo.
Umpire holds the ball aloft, and we're about ready to get the second half underway. This is SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
And up they go for cashforcans.com.au. Ball one down by Giblet, taken by Bolton. Siska puts his hand over his shoulder. The umpire's going to ball it up. It was a great tackle for Bunbury. Mower service by Nordell. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Craney. They won't go away, South Bunbury. They'll fight on to the end. Ball's one down by Horsman. Storming through there was Fraser. They've still got the same intensity. Pergasic tumbles one out of the pack. Holding the ball, the umpire says, geez.
Well, they need to find a bit of their run.
Pretty hard on Pergasic. Oh. That's not the best handball, but Nordell breaks through, gets it to Siska, wheels around on his right boot, heads for home with a big long drop punt lane.
Oh, that's
can't take the mark, but Archer Coates takes an absolute belter.
CPI out to a centre mark of the day.
You beat me to it, Alan. The ball comes down off the pack. Wright and Leggett contested, and Wright goes again.
I've been waiting for one, Mac. That's why.
That was a beauty. That was an absolute beauty from Archer Coates. He's got big square shoulders. You could hang your coat on too, Alan. Archer Coates. So they're just at left half forward for South Bunbury. Ball to get thrown back into play. Horsman and Giblet. Giblet gets front position, palms it away. Nordell with his head over the foot. He nearly got sandwiched. Good work. Oh, Sawyer was strong, got the ball away to Versace in time. Ethan Nordell to centre half forward. No one can take the mark. Delasale fighting on. Pretty tough for the youngster. And Donnybrook scrub a kick out and a mark taken by Matty Rogers. Just steadies the ship for a minute. A little stab pass down the wing, goes 35, 40 metres. And off hands, Leggett is saying, and boundary umpire agrees, so no lasso there. And now just forward to centre wing for Donnybrook. Ball to come back into play. Giblet has been terrific
just
today,
around the ground thanks to Geograph Civil, and well, Harvey Bulls have kicked a goal. That's a good sign, but Bunbury kicked 24-14.
Giblet won the ball again. It came back to him off the pack, and now the umpire's seen an incorrect disposal, so South Bunbury get a free as Fraser was off to the races there. Ben Horsman, he'll be wanting to lift his side. He's got Siska out here on the boundary line. Coming around from behind and receiving the handball is Nordell. Ball comes off the pack. Kings gets it down back there to Shannon. Apologies to Shannon. I've been calling him Dale all day. There was a misprint earlier on the team sheets. That's a kick there from Bolton. Gets into the middle of the ground, finds McDonald, who's done some good things. McDonald goes straight down the corridor to Carey on the lead. Ball comes off the pack. Maguire runs it out of defence. He's looking there for Fazioli. May stands underneath it and does very well and wins a free kick for over the shoulder. Now it comes back into the middle of the ground, and there it is with Bolton. Bolton plays on after taking the mark. Looking for Leggett. Keeps the ball down front. Keeps it in a dangerous area. It's rode by Versace. He goes back there to Wright, and Wright picks up Nordell.
You can see South are trying to get that bit of run back into their game.
It's Bodie Nordell. Oh, he does a chip pass. Oh,
that's a strong mark.
Stood underneath it and took a great mark. Did Skoda. Handball away. Name of the game. Fraser goes in. Takes Siska a little bit high. Play goes on. Fazioli dives on the football. Coming through again is Fraser. Really good work by Donnybrook. Every opportunity they get, they are at meeting the ball with real intensity, Alan.
Oh, it's a peak performance for Salah Southwest, mate. The way they've gone about the game.
One down by Giblet. Kings can't pick it up. Little towboat from Perkasic. Versace comes through, as he so often does. Got it to Murray. Back to Versace. Now the right foot pass. Looking for Waldrett. Tries to hold space. Ball stays in. Not over the boundary line yet. They still work hard. Hand over the shoulder there by Lane. Umpire's going to ball it up. That was exceptional.
That's what I was saying about Donnybrook are really answering some questions. A lot of the pundits have been asking a few questions about him. Well, they've shown the answer this afternoon.
Yeah. Ball comes out now to Fraser. He gets a handball to a teammate in Shannon under pressure, and the umpire says holding the ball.
He's worked hard today, Kate Siska.
Sure has. He goes right into the hot spot. Lane rises up, can't take the mark. There goes Waldrett off the pack. One behind only. That could have been something special to lift the South Bunbury boys if they could have got that one off the deck.
Thanks to SKG for your support this afternoon. Get your SKG scans done.
So Donnybrook run the ball out of defence.
Oh, that's a... Oh.
And Nordell appeals for the free. Bolton just waltzes away with the footy. Around a couple of McDonald's running well on the outside. Goes up to half forward. Battaglia picks it up. Shakes a tackle. Right foot kick around the corner. Clean bowl Skoda. Coming at it now is Leggett. Pips the ball in front of him. Maguire. Those two have done battle in other colours in the past at waffle level.
A bit to do over in the pocket there, just getting to know each other again.
Yeah, so ball to come back into play.
Got to clean the shark spotters, do you?
Oh, there's a bit of grease come out from somewhere and I've lost my... Oh, geez. Wright's gone down there.
Maguire's going to get the kick out of all that.
Wright's gone down with something. I'm not sure what it is. He's up, but yeah, Maguire goes down the line.
Well,
good,
nice
strong
grab.
Mark to Nordell.
That's
they
more
play
like
on
it, the
immediately
run.
by hand. The kick goes long. That was from Sawyer. Good bodying by Johnson. He's got Waldred on the outside. They leave it for each other. Waldred picks it up now, tackled immediately. He's pounced on by a pack of rabid Donnybrook players, and then bursts.
Well, that's the key to Donnybrook, isn't it? They were out of position and they just closed it up with a real bit of purpose.
Yeah, done an excellent job. In the ruck, Giblet again, he's been enormous today. Setting off after it was Chitty. Not even he can lift his team at this point in time. They desperately need a goal here. And it's going to be balled up 40 metres out from South goal. One down by Giblet. Snap out of the pack by Searskar. Flying was Johnson. Can't take the mark. Nordell on the ground. He's tackled as he tries to kick it. Umpire comes in. He's going to ball it up again. Has Wright come to the Buckingham, the Butchers interchange bench, Craney? No?
Yeah.
Comes out to Siska, who's marked it. Umpire says play on. Siska, big up and under. Right into the goal square. Big fly. Ball hits the deck. It's all Donnybrook on the deck. They want to clear the football. No one... What's the umpire said? He said
Nathan
a push
Murray
in
kick,
the back.
I reckon. Legged him.
And so he's been infringed as he's gone to go for the football. And he will go back and have a shot on goal almost directly in front from about 25 metres.
Yeah, he's got one around the legs here. It's Nathan Murray.
He's a serviceable player. Plays around the midfield. Does accumulate the ball. Shoots now from 35 and he's got it straight through the middle of the big sticks. And that's the start that South Bunbury would have wanted to start this second half. They go to 4-4-28. To Donnybrook, 10-8-68. A long journey ahead. But
you see what they're trying to do, the Tigers. When they're at the very best, they've got that run from behind. They've got the link up, so very rarely doing U-turns as a ball carrier. But they're trying to bring that back in. It was lacking last week. It's been lacking in the first half this week. So you might as well throw caution to the wind. You're a long way behind in this game of footy, so just throw caution to the wind. Yeah,
well, I was probably going to try the other way if they could... if they needed to deny Donnybrook the ball, because trying to play fast footy, it was just playing into Donnybrook's hands, but they've been able to do it. Up they go. One down there by Pedley. Nordell going on hands and knees again, and that's Bodie that picks it up. Two Nordell brothers are in there. Perkisic, he's so good in this situation, lays a big tackle on Pedley.
I'll tell you who was good there, the big Pedley, the big fella.
Yep, put his head over it. He's having a red hot go. Ball goes up in the air. One down by Giblet. Chitty coming through.
Chidley.
Yeah, that's what would happen.
Starting to get a bit chilly.
That's what it would happen if Pedley and Chitty had a child. It'd be called Chidley. So, balling up just forward to centre for Donnybrook. Giblet got it to Bolton. Bolton then gives it to Shannon. Shannon snaps it forward. Coming out and meeting it with absolute finesse is Cody Leggett, then looks for Carey in the goal square. Second grab, plays on, bangs it home. There's a quick reply. And the Donnybrook crowd are just loving the exhibition that their boys are giving them today.
I tell you what, I'm giving him a big nomination for a CPA Outdoors Centre Mark of the Day. I think he was paid the mark then too.
Oh.
But That was brilliantly done. He had a South defender right with him. He definitely paid the mark and carried on to an open goal.
How good was
Christian Carey?
How good was the Solar Heart Southwest peak performance by Cody Leggett, just meeting the ball at full speed, one grabbing, getting out into space, then turning around and being able to pinpoint that pass.
Cody Leggett's played a real captain coach's game today,
and he's been selfless too, Craney.
That's what I mean. He hasn't been trying to do it all himself. He set himself up where he's going to be very dangerous. He's had faith in his midfielders to do the job, and they've been outstanding.
Yeah, I reckon he's been enormous all day. Ball comes down from Giblet. Now he picks it up off the deck. That's Howlett. Howlett's gang tackled, and they're going to ball it up right in the centre circle again. Donnybrook are inspired today. 11-8-74. South Bunbury 4-4-28.
I reckon they're coming of age, Mac.
15 minutes to go on the Hungry Hollow clock as they kick it forward again, Donnybrook. Out comes Perkasic. He's already kicked one enormous bomb. He's tackled now, and the umpire's going to ball it up 50 metres out, 45-degree angle from the Donnybrook goal.
Around the ground, sector Geograph, Civil Bunbury 24-14, lead Harvey Bulls 1-1.
Ball's one down by Giblet. Howlett snaps it out. No, couldn't quite get the mark. Could young Worsfold. He was under a bit of pressure there from Skoda. So ball to come back into play right on the junction of 50 and the boundary line. Donnybrook's forward line. Members side. 13 and a half minutes left to play in this third quarter. Giblet takes it out of the ruck. Battling on the ground was Battaglia. Got it to Kendall. Tumbles it forward. Here comes Leggett again. Tries to take on three. Bang, bang, bang. And it goes down. That was almost a Buckingham the Butcher's bucking big moment for South Bunbury if they can be risen from that. Bunbury Mower serves played.
I think the tackle of the game might be there.
They were going berserk. Ball kicked by Wright. They sit underneath it. Big fist there. Coming to meet it's Rogers. Tries to keep it in his space. Setting off after it there is Shannon. Here's Leggett again. Murray gets the handball out. Nordell, or backing back with courage, was Hoskins. Picked up by Lane. He's tackled immediately. And the umpire's going to ball it up.
Still a bit of heat in this game, Mac.
Well and truly there is. Up they go. Taken by Giblet again. Fires a handball out to Kings. Kendall, he's got someone on the inside. It's Shannon. Shannon on his left foot. Cannon looking for Carey. He is untouchable, Christian Bozo Carey. Anything he's seen, he's grabbing it like a vice. Oh,
nice bit of work by Ned Shannon then too, wasn't it?
This is the best football I've seen at VC Mitchell Park in my 5 years. So right side for a left footer. No daylight to speak of. And kicking it from about 15 metres. He's gone back to the car park for his run-up, Craney. In he comes, looking for his fifth goal. Christian Carey, little skip. Fires and hits the woodwork. Give a bloke a rap. But geez, it was a beautiful mark, Craney, for the CPR Outdoor Centre. Judged it beautifully.
Absolute beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We're looking for our best defender for Western All Pest Service, and thanks to Go West Tours for your support for our telecast this afternoon.
So Galloway to bring the ball back into play. It's 11-9-75. South Bunbury 4-4-28 on the scoreboard. And Hungry Hollow clock's got 11 minutes left to play. Straight down the middle. Pack forms. Handball comes out of the pack. Nordell missed it. Bodie with the kick, trying to soccer it out of midair. Fraser just handballs it forward. Versace, it's hot in the kitchen as Skoda tumbles it forward. Coates can't get a handle on it. It comes out there to Hoskins. He's wrapped up. And the umpire's going to ball it up. Up they go. One down by Lucy. This occasion, Pedley goes back in after it. It's just a real scrum at the moment in there. South Bunbury have not given up by any stretch. They are still giving it everything they've got. Up they go. One down by Pedley. Coming at it was Shannon. Kendall grabbed when he
couldn't pick it up. Taken by Hallett, fires a handball back to Bolton. He's got McDonald on the outside. Ball sits for him nicely. Right foot kick, long into the pocket. Underneath it, Leggett, man handled in the contest. What's the umpire said? He's going to throw it in.
Throw it in, I think, Mac.
Big arm went along across Leggett's face there, and he didn't dispute, just play on.
Looking for a Bunbury and Busselton World, Battery World. Best on ground, free battery fitting. Yes, Jared O'Brien, that was a bit of a mouthful.
Ball to come back into play, just inside 50 for Donnybrook members' side. Leggett went for the ruck knot. Rogers trying to steamroll his way through. Bodie Nordell picks it up, couldn't get it to Ethan, and the umpire's going to ball it up. It was a good tackle there by Kings, who's been enormous today, Craney.
He is a very, very good player, is Mitch Kings.
One down by Pedley, down in there to Murray. They get the clearance, but coming through is Hussey. Then he's dragged down by a Bodie Nordell tackle, and that was Viking style, Craney. Handball goes away. Here comes Ben Maguire out the wing to Skoda, who drops what he should have taken, picks it up, and then a beautiful smother from Hoskins. Leggett, he's in everything. McDonald, he's had a million kicks out on his wing, tries to get it in for Rogers. Ball misses him. Bodie Nordell got it out there to Scott. Scott to Skoda into the centre square. It's 1-on-4. Donnybrook's favour. Shannon picks it up. Left foot out to the far side. Who have they got running for them? Ball goes from Ralston into the hot spot. Oh, courage personified by Maguire. A one grabber as he gets steamrolled by Bozo Carey for his troubles.
He's worked very hard too, as Benny Maguire.
Has he what? Just a little stab pass out of the pocket. He finds Siska, who's had a pretty good day himself. Siska goes long down the line, just in front of the wing on the far side. Ball bounces over there now. Ball was picked up by Bursell. He was tackled, and the umpire's going to ball it up right on that far centre wing. Up they go. One down by Pedley. Ball's in dispute. They fight for it. No one can pick it up. Umpire's going to have no choice but to ball it up.
We need a WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day too, Mac, if you can organise one.
We've had a couple. Already a couple of contenders. One down by Lucy, taken by Shannon, has a bounce, bit of space, back on his left boot, down the line. Perkasic can't mark it. Ball goes off hands and across the line. He's appealing for a free. He's been...
it's getting a bit dull out around VC Mitchell Park too.
The umpires have been really right onto Perkasic today, not giving him much, I'll tell you. Giving a fair bit against him. Ball to come back into play. Just forward to centre wing for the Dons. Lucy couldn't get a handle on it. Kendall goes at it with Ethan Nordell. Bodie Nordell can't get his kick away. There's a real scramble on. They're still out on that far centre wing. Ball hasn't gone too far. Pedley slow to get up. Now Donnybrook get it forward via Kings. The ball's still in dispute. Leggett, class, poise, gets a handball away. On the outside, Rogers falls over at a crucial moment. Maguire picks up, Leggett lays the tackle, umpire lets it go. The crowd aren't happy with the decision, but play goes on. Right at the top of 50 on the far side for Donnybrook. Now they're going to ball it up. The intensity's still massive.
It's huge, absolutely huge. And it's mouth-watering to know what we've got to look forward to with the finals coming up, Mac.
Pedley takes it out of the ruck, tackled. What's the umpire said? He's going to take it back as Versace thought he might be away. So they're going to ball it up right in the same spot. Up they go. One down by Pedley. Taken out of the pack by Bolton. Tumbles it into the corridor. Leggett's active again. Picked up beautifully by Worsfold. Goes to Don't Argue. Tries to get the handball away. Umpire lets it go. South Bunbury recover. Wright gives a big mongrel kick into the corridor lane. Oh, what's the umpire said?
Yeah, it was a good pick up.
Down the ground, was it?
No. Just
held
the young fella.
Held. Delasale. Been trying valiantly. Comes in, gets it to Scott. Takes the mark. He's at left half back. Stab pass. Can't get to Waldrett in time. Waldrett scoops it up to Murray. Murray, he's got Lane out the back. Lane has to go. He's dragged over the line. Umpire's found a free kick. He got this, there's a push in the back. I thought it might be going to Waldrop, but no, Lane was pushed in the back. That's interesting. Lane, goes into the centre square. No mark taken. Kendall has it. Shrugs, rides a tackle, then gets it to Bolton. Bolton handballs over the top to Shannon. Shannon to McDonald. McDonald with a bullet inside 50. Here's Carey again. The irresistible Carey.
Over
the back and running into an open goal is Fraser. And he slams it home. And Donnybrook march on. 12-9-81. South Bunbury 4-4-28. This is getting ugly now, Craney.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour, MGIB is there. Yeah, they have really put their stamp on the competition this afternoon. They are answering questions that we had against them with a lot, aren't they? I mean, even that, Cody Leggett's been superb along that half-forward line. That handball out the back to Fraser, just setting up things as they go along. But you can see the confidence in the Donnybrook players just growing as we speak. And they'll pick up a very important 4 points this afternoon, Mac, but they'll also pick up that little bit extra, the belief.
Belief and confidence. 4 minutes to go on the Hungry Hollow clock of this third quarter. Umpire just making sure everybody's settled. Up they go. Ball's one down by Lucy, slapped back by Howlett. Socket off the ground by Lucy. Let's just get the ball forward at all costs. Here comes Leggett again, making his case for a free battery fitting from Battery World, Bustleton and Bunbury, Craney. He's been terrific for 3 quarters now.
Superb.
Yep, in so many different ways. Now he's coming to the Buckingham, the Butchers, Bucking interchange. Bents tags with Giblet. Up they go. One down by Lucy. Horsman sees it over the line. Oh, yeah, come on, boys.
Getting to know each other still.
You
think they'd know each other by now, wouldn't you, Matt?
Absolutely, and if I was South, I'd just be going about my business rather than trying to pick fights. You're nearly 9 goals down.
Once again, I'd be just going back to that run at all costs.
Yeah. One down by Giblet. Loved his game today. Ralston sees it over the line.
Ralston's been handy as well.
He's been very good. Uses the ball well, makes himself available in the corridor.
Lower Southwest boy, as the legend of the Lower Southwest keeps telling us.
Well, we should listen to him. He does have a statue at Dean Mill. Ball comes back into play. One down by Giblet. Howlett rebounds it to Kendall. Oh, Kendall.
That's a big hit.
Fazioli copped a hard hit there.
Yeah, that was...
He's trying to work out what day of the week it is. He's getting up. Old Fazioli shrugs it off. One down by Horsman. Picked up by Ethan Nordell. He's brought to ground.
Yeah, Fazioli coming off for a bit of a break.
Jai Bolton's been good today, hasn't he?
He has. Fazioli, that was very solid.
Up they go. One down by Horsman. Still they can't get the ball clear. All players, it stacks on the Mill. Scott, over the shoulder. South Bunbury free. Going back to Scott.
A little bit of that Dean Mill mist starting to come across the ground.
Well, and truly. With the statue silhouette in the background. Goes over the top, and there's Lane coming back with plenty of time and space. Is Bolton. Takes the Lane tackle over the line. And Bunbury Mower Service liked that one from Tyson Lane. And Preston Power Equipment. Bolton trying to get a free kick out of the umpy. Geez, the Donnybrook crowd are loving what they're seeing today, aren't they, Craig?
Great crowd in too.
Ball comes back into play. Half forward for South Bunbury. Left half forward it is. Ball comes out of the pack, picked up by Scott. Rogers gets an errant hand in there. Then he just tumbles through the pack. Ralston, head over, tackled by Bodie Nordell, holding the ball. When the Viking puts a clamp on you, you know all about it, Craney.
Not too many people on this balcony agree with that, Mac.
Bodie goes to centre, half forward. Asks Johnson to take a mark. He jumps, flies. Umpire, what's he found? A free kick. Said he was pushed out of it. Convincing argument. Has he got the leg? Craney will have to go from 55. He's dead in front.
This would be a big ask, wouldn't it?
The ball was carrying that end earlier. Have you seen him give this leg before?
I think it'll be just outside his range.
He's going to back himself. In he comes. Blaine Johnson. Goes to run around. They were awake to it. Fires on goal. Gave it everything he got. Got the distance. 1 point only.
Just go around the ground.
That was good by Carey, Craney.
Thanks to Geograph Civil, Mac. And down at Harvey, Bunbury are 32 goals 17 to Harvey Bulls 1-1.
Do you reckon they can come back? What stage of the game?
Well, I'm always the optimist. 7 minutes left in the game, but probably not in that occasion. As it is three-quarter time here at VC Mitchell Park, and Donnybrook continue on. 12-9-81. They lead South Bunbury 4-5-29. We'll be back after the break for the final quarter. Bunbury are 33 goals 18 to the Harvey Bulls 1-1. So that's a big boost to their percentage. And Donnybrook, well, they're doing the same with theirs, would you believe it? And they're playing some very good football as we've got a bit of mist running across VC Mitchell Park. In fact, it's a little bit heavier than mist. It's starting to rain. So not very far away from the start of the final quarter. Can South Bunbury at least put a bit of respectability back into this scoreboard, because they've been, well, to say the least, Mac outplayed this afternoon.
Yeah, it's out to 52 points, Ellen.
Umpire holds the ball aloft. The lights are on at VC Mitchell Park. This is SEN Spirit and Darren McDonald.
And up they go. Ball's one down there by Donnybrook. Socket air out of the pack. Coming at it hard is Fraser. Had a really good game today. He's taken high. No, umpire says I'll have it. So there will be a ball up at left half forward for Donnybrook. Horsman wins it down. Good work by him. Taken by Delasale, then stripped of it by Kendall. Hussey goes into the corridor, not the best kick. McDonald's going to have to work. Here comes Maguire. McDonald sticks with him. They go head out after the football as the rain starts to tumble down, a bit slippery, and Maguire sees it over the line.
Rain starts to tumble down in July, Mac.
Absolutely.
Gen X and engineering teamwork has been absolutely superb by the Donnybrook Football Club this afternoon. Thanks to Go West Tours too for your support.
Tell you what, the coaching move, the Go West coaching move, Craney, to put Perkasic forward early in this game paid dividends.
And Cody Leggett himself to play that high half forward role.
Been excellent. Oh, Horsman just throws Lucy on the ground, and Lucy wins a free kick right on that far centre wing. Just a short stab pass, spots up a teammate, and away they go again. That's Howlett. Drives the ball inside 50 and just taking a mark on his chest is that man, Carey. I'd love to know how many marks he's taken today. He's taken heaps. 45-degree angle.
The whole Donnybrook forward line hasn't really gelled until today, because today they've been creating space for each other, Mac. They've been working together as a unit.
He's going to have to kick it from just outside 50, and he's backing himself.
Is this for 4 or 5 for Christian?
This will be for 4, and he's on a 45-degree angle, and the lights have come on here at VC Mitchell Park. Goes around to create more distance and totally mungs it, and Maguire takes the mark from that floater.
Well, he's done some magnificent kicks this afternoon.
Goes out.
That wasn't one of them.
Finds Waldrett in the back pocket. Plays on immediately. Left foot up to Horsman. Takes the mark like it's dry. Ball gets given back to him after a quick handball. Goes long down the line, standing underneath it, Coates. Chitty did well. Umpire said didn't disguise it well enough. And Coates was infringed in the contest. He goes in the middle of the ground looking for Bolton. Clean bowls a lot of them. Getting after it there and doing exceptional work with Skoda. Got it to Versace. Here's Delasale. Goes long on his right boot to centre half forward. There's no one home there for the Tigers. Getting out after it and working exceptionally hard to Bursell. Now it's with May. May chips it up the wing. He's dropped after he gets rid of it. And there should be a free kick down the line. Going to be taken by Shannon.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there. G'day, Gags.
So Shannon. So they can take as much time as they like now, Donnybrook.
He's been good today, Shannon.
22 minutes on the Hungry Hollow clock to play in this last quarter. Shannon on his left boot. Big fly from the pack. No one can get hold of the football. That was McDonald who tried. Snap out of the pack by Siska, and Shannon's got it. Just a little bit further forward from where he kicked it. He's right on the wing now. Stab pass on the lead, coming out and taking a really good mark was Howlett. He was instrumental early. On the right foot, finds Fraser. Shannon's run down, he's on his own. Following him down is Smith, sort of. And then he elects to go into the corridor, and coming out is McDonald and taking a good, strong contested mark on Ben Maguire, if you don't mind.
He's another player that's had a good afternoon as McDonald.
Running up
him another. Colby McDonald started on the wing and has had a lot of the footy.
He has. So he's got a chance to get his first for the day. He'll kick from just inside 50, and the angle is bang on 45, would favour his right boot. In he comes, Colby McDonald right on 50, sends it all the way, and it's off hands for a behind. So 12-9, 82 Donnybrook, a 4-5-29 South Bunbury on the Bunbury Mower Service and Preston Power Equipment scoreboard.
Batterywell, Bunbury and Bustleton. Best on ground's going to be pretty hard to pick, but I bet you it's going to be a Donnybrook player, Mac.
Yeah.
Free battery fitting there too, if you want it.
Galloway brings the ball back into play, short pass, coming out and trying to meet it was Chitty, couldn't take the mark, gets a handball, it was actually Scott, got it to Maguire, down the wing now was trying to find Chitty. Bodie Nordell stands up in the tackle, gets it to Chitty, he goes wider looking for Horseman, it gets to him, he picks it up, sort of, and then he's bungled off it. Working hard is Hussey, Lucy, sells Candy the big man. Then on the right boot, he drives it back inside 50. Versace drops what he normally swallow. Leggett goes over the top to May. Runs into an open goal. Fires on his left boot. Mayday. Not quite. Not quite. Oh, it is! It is! Mayday. Mayday. Red alert. Donnybrook are on the hunt.
That is for South Bunbury because that was well played. It was a bit of an optical illusion from where we're sitting, Mac, but well done.
But
they are just...
once again.
They are pouncing on the mistakes, though, aren't they, Mac?
But once again, on the replay, Leggett doing the hard, heavy lifting, handballing it off to someone else in a better position, bringing them into the game. Great captaincy, great coaching.
Something else, they've been pouncing. Every time South Bunbury have made one little mistake, but Donnybrook have been all over it, and they're utilising it.
13-10-88, Donnybrook leading South Bunbury 4-5-29 on the Preston Power Equipment and Bunbury Mower Service scoreboard.
Southwest peak performance, Mac.
It's one down by Lucy, picked up there beautifully by Kings. Handballed forward it was. Fraser can't pick it up. Ethan Nordell kicks it straight into Mitch Kings. He's had an enormous day as well. Kendall gets it, gets tackled, goes in after it. He's a real bull terrier, is Kendall. Spills out to Scott of South Bunbury. Just goes long with a mongrel left. Puts it in front of Bodie Nordell. Coming out to meet it's Blaine Johnson. Had a quiet day. Gathers the footy. Gets taken high. And made sure the umpire saw it. He goes around, plays on quickly. Right foot drop punt to the teeth of goal. It's Lane in a one-on-one. Wasn't the best kick to his advantage. May's down the other end doing it. May tackles him. He gets the kick out there to Coates and then a handball out to Coates who then found Kendall. Kendall, it was actually Hoskins that kicked it. Hoskins goes back again now for that fumble. Johnson storms through.
But have a look at the numbers down there. Donnybrook compared to South.
They've still got plenty of support, haven't they? Running two ways, the Donnybrook side. They're really, really sending a message today. Chitty was in the ruck with Coates. Get him down, picked up by Kendall. He goes with the outside of the left boot coming out of defence. Picked up by Worsfold. He's stripped of it. Murray to Siska to Skoda. Goes long looking for Lane. He sets himself. It goes out the back. It's coming off the ground. They can't take a trick as Chitty sees it over the behind line.
Thanks to SKG. Get your scans at SKG.
So Shannon's going to bring the ball back into play.
17 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock.
He chips it to Kings. Kings has got May and elects to go to Kendall. Kendall goes back to Kings, who's in a bit of bother. Oh, just sidesteps Pedley. Then on the left boot down the wing, Galloway read it, couldn't take the mark. Fraser takes a crumb, around one, gets tackled, goes to centre forward, Howlett. Oh, he's grabbed and nearly stripped of the footy. Handballs it to centre forward, ball goes out to Leggett, can't pick it up. Here's Worsfold, gets around a couple, handballs into the corridor. Waldrett's there. Goes backwards to Maguire. They should get it out of defence now. Maguire to Scott. Goes over the back. Bolton makes a physical contest of it. Can't pick it up. Still Bolton goes. He's got to beat a couple. He almost did, but the line beat him. Good work by Donnybrook. They're not letting South Bunbury have anything easy, Crane.
No, and that's the beauty of them. They've got the game well and truly under control, but they are still, everything South Bunbury are going to do, they're going to have to work for.
A 58-point lead on the Bunbury Mower Service and Preston Power Equipment scoreboard to Donnybrook. Coates takes it, tackled. It was Lucy, actually. Umpire's going to ball it up.
Might have to go to Jared O'Brien's, but how long ago did Donnybrook beat South?
Up they go. It's one down by Pedley. Taken there by Hoskins. He's stripped of it, of Donnybrook. Pedley goes at it again. Ball's in dispute. Umpire's going to ball it up. Is Jared looking that up for us?
No, I don't think so, Mac.
Oh, there's a free kick at centre forward, Craney.
I don't know whether that sign was he's looking it up or he's not looking it up.
It is a free kick going to Perkins.
Yes.
And he's on a 45-degree angle, right side for a left footer. And he'll shoot from just inside 50. We know he's got the leg.
And the class.
This to extend the lead out to 64 points. In he comes. Deliberate approach. Now he gets into his run. Runs through 50, goes from 45. Just a beautifully executed drop punt. And Donnybrook go to that 64-point lead on the Bunbury Mower Service and Preston Power Equipment scoreboard with nearly 15 minutes left to play in this last quarter.
One of my favourite bits of footy, Mac, is watching someone that can kick a drop punt like that, because that was absolutely superb. If you go back through all your little books when you go to watch, that's how you do it. Burker's had a textbook, yeah. It's been a great afternoon by him. He was very good in the centre. Siska was starting to give him a bit of trouble. He moved forward and it's become a headache, and I think this is turning into not only 4 points from Donnybrook, but a very big percentage boost for them.
And that's what they need too, hovering around that 5th position. Up they go. Perkisic has got 2. It's one down by Luzic. Umpire's found a free kick. It's going the way of Donnybrook. And it's Matty Rogers who's lined up in the middle of the ground now. Left foot goes out to that wing. You can hear the thump as he sinks his slipper into it, can't you?
Even just his passes.
Yep. Oh. Ralston goes to centre forward and waiting underneath it with great courage.
That was a
Murray.
good mark, actually, from Murray, wasn't it?
Great
he didn't
courage.
know what was around him.
Yeah, great courage. Gets a handball on to Sawyer, who's run on. Goes on his right boot to a one-on-one in Waldrett. Takes the mark. He gets back quickly, Cade Waldrett. Can't see anything he likes. Goes to Lane on the lead. Takes a good mark. Uncontested in the end. It's about the only time.
It's the first bit of Gen X engineering teamwork the South have been able to put together with a real purpose.
Craney, it's the only time they've had space to lead into.
Thanks to MGIB, like a good neighbour. MGIB is there.
Donnybrook have covered it off so well. 45-degree angle. Will kick from just inside 50. Right side for a right footer. In he goes, off that right boot. Sits it up to the top of goal. Ethan Nordell flies, can't take the mark. Now it's with Coates. Almost slips over in the goal square. Gets it to McCosker. McCosker goes back and they bring it out of defence one more time. Galloway can't get it. Skoda scoots through. It's going to go back inside. No, it's out on the full. So Donnybrook get the chance to do the kick-in. It's going to go to Mitch Kings. He goes across goal. He gets it to Hussey. Hussey then works it to Bursell. Bursell turns around on his right boot. He feeds it up to Ralston. He gets the handball to Kings. Kings gets tackled. Oh, and unceremoniously dumped. Umpire says play on. Donnybrook still have possession. It's Hoskins. Gets the ball further up the ground to Ralston, who falls over. Unfortunately, Leggett still fights on. It's all South Bunbury around the footy, and the umpire's found a South Bunbury free. So they win the footy.
Hectic little passage of play.
Cade Waldrett, instrumental in getting that last footy to Lane.
Oh, he's worked pretty hard as Waldrop.
Yeah, on his left. Kicks to the contest.
Oh, that's a great
good mark taken by McCosker.
Almost CPR at the centre. Mark of the day contender.
So McCosker elects to go corridor. All on his own is Battaglia. Gets a handball on to the running Shannon. Down the corridor he goes. Perkasic gets a hand in. The kick was errant. Ball spills out to Worsfold. Over the top back to Howlett. He's been terrific today. Lucy goes back inside. All on his Pat Malone. Taking an uncontested mark is Fraser. And he has played the best game I've ever seen him play today, Craney.
I've seen him win a game of footy up here, Mac.
Okay.
And by doing that, by drifting over the back of a pack and kicking goals, and he's very good at that. Being able to find space.
He hasn't got one today, so here's his chance to get into the copy book.
Put this one in the book, Mac.
45-degree angle, and he's going to kick from about 45 metres, and this will favour his right boot. Fraser starts his approach, gets inside the paint, lets go with the drop punt, starts it right. It's not going to make the distance, but a big mark on the line.
We've been waiting
that
for
was
one.
Massive. That's a CPR Outdoor Centre contender for market today, and it's young Worsfold. Sensational. A big pack mark pulls it down. This could be a chance for goal of the day
as well. Could get the two of them.
Runs around outside of the right boot. Boonana. He's
He's
got it.
got it.
He's got the Boonana. He's pulled off the double, Craney.
But that went through at about 3 foot high.
Pulled off the double. WA Carpet Supermarket goal of the day as well. Well done to young Worsfold.
Gee, I tell you what, I don't know what the South defenders were thinking about then. That went through about half head high.
Yeah, 15-10-100. South Bunbury 4-6-30. 70 points now on the Bunbury Mower Service and Preston. Jeez.
Do you want me to finish?
No, here it
You've
is.
got it?
Preston Power Equipment, Donnybrook.
Jared O'Brien sets us some tasks sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah, especially when it's getting late in the day.
Sun shining here at VC Mitchell Park again.
Yeah, 9.5 minutes to go in what has been a really dominant display from Donnybrook. One down by Lucy. Kendall takes it cleanly, goes out to the wing and tells Ralston, go get it, son. So he does in front of Ben Maguire, mind you. Handballs over the top back to Kendall, who's come on for support. He handballs forward, trying to get it to Perkasic. Kings. And now they're going to ball it up. At high half forward for Donnybrook over the far side. One down by Lucy. Coming through Chitty. Got it to Scott. Big left foot up and under, down the wing. And standing back there, McCosker taking a strong mark. Stab pass.
He's a very good player, McCosker, down that defensive unit.
He got it to
A little bit
Shannon.
underrated.
Yeah, Shannon. Played a lot of footy on the wing, McCosker, hasn't he? Shannon goes with the left foot, bang inside 50, leg it flies. No one can take the mark. Ball spills out the back. Battaglia keeps it alive, and there's a mark being taken inside 50. Umpire says not 15, and he's going to ball it up. Good bit of courage there by Murray. He's battled on valiantly.
He's been good, hasn't he,
Yep.
Nathan Murray?
He's consistent. Ball's won there by Horsman, ends with Murray. He hacks it forward, but waiting there's Lucy. Reading it well, really matured as a footballer is Lucy. He's got some class too. Hits Shannon on the lead.
Nearly got caught again, Mac.
Shannon on his left boot to centre half forward. They're starting to break it open now. Kings runs to 50. Let's go with his left foot with a big drop punt. Who's going to take the screamer this time? No one. It's off hands and it's one behind.
7 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Bar clock. Good day to Richie and all the crew up at the Hollow Beach Bar.
And they'll be nice and warm and toasty in there, enjoying this Donnybrook display. Galloway to bring the ball back into play. He's going to go out to the far side and just puts in a low pass. He finds Versace on the lead. So Versace.
Bit of work to do, the Tigers, haven't they?
Yeah, they're going to have to find their mojo again. Get the handball, gets the handball back to a teammate in Waldrett, who goes long down the line.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there was a...
Oh, they didn't pay it,
Couldn't quite
umpire.
hold it long enough. Ball spills out the back to Kendall. Kendall just has a look at them, then does a little pirouette. Handball's into Bolton, who's in a fair bit of trouble. Comes out to Shannon, knocks it forward. Maguire makes a fist fit. Delasale grabs it cleanly and then gives it off to Scott, who brings the ball out to the member side. Really good mark there to Fraser.
Gee, I thought the other one on the outer side, we might have had our mark of the day, Mac, but Fraser puts his aim up for it.
Yeah, that was a good effort by Hussey on the outer side there. Nearly pulled down mark of the year. let alone the day.
The umpire was probably right, but I just for a bit of theatre.
Bolton gets it out there to Hussey. Hussey fires the ball forward, finds Carey. He's had a terrific day. He'd love one more to get that cross across the 4 sticks in my book. Gives it to... intercepted by Versace. Versace to Murray. He's smashed by Carey. Umpire says over the shoulder and a free kick. But that's what they've bought all day. Massive intensity. He goes out wide. Got it to Galloway. Comes into right. Handballs up to Bodie Nordell. Then they bring it out via Murray. Not the best kick. And there's that man Lucy again. Just playing that kick behind the play. Drives it long to half forward. Ball clears the pack. Hits and pitches. Crosses over the 50 and out of bounds. Not yet. They recover the football. Maguire has it now. Carey goes. Gets a handball there to Rogers. Goes over top. Maguire now has the football for South Bunbury. Runs it out of 50. Left foot down that far wing. Lucy can't mark this one. Here's Siska trying to get the run of play. Big fend off by Hussey. Then he's tackled. That was huge by Lane, but Lane wins it for holding the ball. Or high fend off, I think it was. Called it, actually. So Lane on the right boot. Goes to centre half forward. Pack forms. No one can take the mark. It's picked up there by Coates. Gets a handball out to Ralston. Ralston then goes by hand over to Lucy. Lucy on his right boot. Ball spills out the back to May. On his left foot, he's got Rogers in the pocket. And a very good mark to Rocco Versace. Eyes only for the footy. Versace goes underground to Ethan Nordell. And then it's toe poked in danger by Bolton. So Ethan Nordell gets the free. Yeah, Donnybrook have been extremely impressive. Ball comes in to Donnybrook at centre half forward. Kick around the corner. Ball ends up there with Hoskins. He recovers it for Donnybrook. And a big smother. So goes forward. The handball off there from Nordell. Ends with Maguire. Ball's over the line and has come off foot. So ball will be taken by Bedford.
Is it 13's Isaac Bedford yet?
I don't know. This morning it wasn't. Picked up by Nordell. Gives it to Murray. Looking for Pedley. Made good position. Couldn't take the mark. Umpires found a free kick and it's going the way of Pedley.
Winding down a bit now. 3 minutes left on the Hollow Beach Park clock.
Yeah.
In what's been a pretty entertaining game of footy.
So goes into the corridor. Finds Bodie Nordell.
Depends what supporter you are, Mac.
Yeah, absolutely. But nothing can dispute how good Donnybrook have been today. Comes into the corridor again. Finds Horsman, who's too far out to score. He goes for the chip pass, not a great lead, and wrapping it up is Ethan Nordell, and this is within his capabilities. He plays on now, runs through 50, big right foot, drop, punts. One behind. He kicked one, a good one.
I've liked his game though, Nordell, hasn't he? He's worked pretty hard.
Yeah.
He's had to try a variety of different roles.
Both of those boys have, actually. They've been up against it, haven't they? They've had their leadership team dismantled through injury.
Yeah, that's true.
And Tommy Gord had state duties. So Shannon goes into the pocket.
Even so, I think what Donnybrook have produced today has been very, very good.
Hussey uses the ball well down the line. Found a teammate there in Coates. It was Hoskins, actually. And he tried to go up further to Bedford, who sees the ball over the line. Apologies, Isaac Bedford. I've been calling you May all day, and that's what you were earlier on Play AFL. So,
W.O. Carpet Supermarket, the goal of the day. You got that one down, have you, Mac?
There's a couple.
I'll ask
there.
you in a few hours.
Ball spills free, taken by Hoskins. Goes wide out to the wing again. Clears the pack. Getting after it. Doing excellent work is McDonald. Handballs onto Kings, about to be run down. Left foot, puts it out in front of Carey. He lets the ball bounce. Then right, it's been right with him all day. Carey gets a little sideways toe poke, trying to get it to Battaglia. Head down over it again. They're tackling on, and it'll be a ball up in the left forward pocket for Donnybrook.
Bright sunshine here at VC Mitchell Park now, Mac.
A minute and a half left to play.
And I think this place will be going off tonight too.
Oh, absolutely. Lucky it's not a Saturday night, Craney. They'd still be here tomorrow morning. Up they go. One down by McDonald, but it's hacked out of there by Ethan Nordell. Picked up off the deck by Bolton. Goes into the corridor. Ralston juggles a good contested mark in the end. And he's going to go back. He's going to have a shot from goal about 40 metres dead in front.
Well, you'd have to back him, wouldn't you? Because the legend of the lower southwest coaching. So you'd have to back him.
Yep. He would have the technique down pat. He's being very deliberate about marking his run up and also with his approach. In he comes. Steps inside 50, gets to 45, left foot on its way. And Donnybrook put the icing on the cake with Ralston getting his first with about half a minute to play here on the Hungry Hollow clock. Yep. And on the Preston Power Equipment and Bunbury Mower Service scoreboard, Donnybrook 16-11-107, South Bunbury 4-7-31.
Pretty fitting for Reece Ralston too. He's had a very handy day at the office, mind you. He's had a lot of partners to go with him. They've been superb, Donnybrook. When you look at that scoreboard, 16-11-107 to 4-7-31, that is a big, big victory by the Dons.
Craney, they have not had one passenger today.
And sirens finished. That is the final score we just rang up. Much to the delight of the Donnybrook crew here. Donnybrook 16-11-107 have defeated South Bunbury 4-7-31. And what has been a very powerful victory and a little bit of a message sent to the competition. We'll be back after the break to wrap it all up.